Hello, gang. What do you think?
Why not?
Right. What the Flicks discussion of the Americans, episode 5, The Deal. Robert Abele, Alonso Duralde, Ben Mankiewicz. I thought this was television. So good. It was so good.
If you were wanting more Martha this season, this episode delivers.
Oh, yeah,
my
man.
God.
So that conversation, I don't know how to rank it. That's one of the 10 best conversations I've seen. I love the conversation between Martha and Elizabeth as Clark's
sister.
Clark/Philip's sister, right, was just, looking at her the least sexy she can be made to look. And then that conversation about how Philip/Clark is a tiger in the bedroom. I mean, really, what does he do?
Elizabeth is going, so I have to go do all this stuff, and I don't even get good sex with my husband.
Right. I gotta give a hand job to a 21-year-old sailor in his Buick, right? And here's
you're saving all the chandelier swing for this broad,
Yeah, and then you start to and then just the great thing of which Martha misses because she's had 117 glasses of wine at that point. But the oddity of a sister asking, so what?
Tell me more.
Tell me more about what my brother does in the bedroom. That was just really good. It was really, it was the exact right kind of cringeworthy.
But also such a cool way, on its face, just in terms of solving the problem that needed to be solved, like that somebody's got to talk her out of putting his name on that application.
Yeah.
That was just such a cool way to do it.
Which we don't know that we don't know that's been solved. We know that she's tried to get her to not do that.
Right.
Presumably
as long as she's not so hungover in the morning that she doesn't forget their conversation, I think, Right.
She'd come around to, yes, he loves me, I love him. I was just, angry and stressed. I was freaking out. And she came and just also the great spy work that went into the listening in to her phone.
Right.
So that they could call.
And
Elizabeth with that peculiar message.
And my favorite, always looking for period things each week. Last week it was
in television.
And in television. And this week it's Columbia Record House subscriptions.
That's right. Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Takes me back.
Yes.
10 for a penny. And then there's all the stuff with the Mossad agent and the discussion of
the actual deal.
What are you worth in the field, and are you
Everything
expendable?
has a value.
Everything has a value.
As Oleg says at the end.
Boy, fucking Oleg.
Oleg is really
underestimate him at your peril.
Yes, I know.
They were painting him as this kind of coddled, raising connected nepotism jerk guy, but he's cold-hearted. He knows his stuff.
Yeah, it turns out he's great at it. He says, do you ever think you're a high-profile agent? You'll be followed. He's like, yeah, I know I'll be followed. I'm going to go to the wrong place. Idiot. Yeah.
No, he's clearly like Putin in training. That's
right. But I love the misdirection, the notion that he was sort of this like a
brash
perfect example of I was talking to Irina here, who doesn't necessarily love the show, but she's Romanian, and she's like, oh, it's so perfect that a party guy would get this plum position, and that they got all that stuff in there. But then it turns out he's every bit as good as Arkady, who also is now getting flushed out as a character.
Yeah, definitely. Just watching their office squabbles has become this really interesting thing.
Yeah, but he's Arkady's suddenly interesting, whereas for a long time
he was just sort of functionary to the plot.
He was just moving things along as
and a character we've never heard speak English, so all the more interesting that way.
Oh, that's really I didn't pick that up. That's really interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. This was some good stuff. And then we get what's his name, Oleg Cassini, and he had that. Yeah, I didn't. So his whole thing was because he know what I couldn't quite figure out how he knows.
Well, he got a security upgrade, so he reads all the files.
Right, yeah, but there was that distinction between reports and files,
he can just tell that there's something odd about Nina's reports. That there's something missing about why Stan would supposedly fall for.
They left out. Arkady left out the part where she was basically being blackmailed by Stan.
Yeah.
And spun it to where that she's working Stan.
There was something involved with caviar and stereos.
She was smuggling money out of the country or something. He was blackmailing her, and then she gets involved, but then she cops to it to Arkady. offers to basically work Stan, but then he leaves that out of the report. Oleg senses something is up, so now he's blackmailing Stan.
She leaves what out of the report?
The fact that she had been blackmailed.
Yeah, right. That she right. But now, now I'm wondering again with her, and she's one of the great characters on television because she's kind of telling Stan everything that she like. What is she putting in her report? Because she is telling Stan what's going on. I mean, she did tip him off to a key.
I think everything she tells Stan is
true.
But it's approved by Arcady.
Yeah.
Like a couple of weeks ago, she told him about the guy the walk-in, so that Stan could bust him and get a praise for it and whatever and help him out.
Right.
Yeah. So I think anything that she tells him has been signed off on by Arcady.
I think so, but we don't really know. We don't know what she's telling Stan and how and exactly what she's putting in.
There isn't a scene. There's no scene where Arcady's telling you tell Stan this,
this, and this, but not this.
So, but I mean, nothing she's told Stan so far is crazy.
Only because we've seen the results. I mean, she did say they might be trying to extract a scientist. I mean, and she told him about Oleg. And about the fight between Oleg and Arcady, which could be.
But that's what led Stan to, Stan and the FBI to follow, and go into Oleg's trap.
Right, it worked out.
Right.
No, it worked out. Everything's worked out for the Russians so far. I'm just suggesting that
you're not sure how much of it is planned.
The way that when Philip was in the car with with Vaklinov, right, and the guy's pleading with him to stay. Yeah. When Philip is in the car with Vaklinov and Vaklinov is crying, and we don't know what Philip is feeling. We really, I read in the New York Times, which did a great little recap and I didn't notice at the time, but there's no real tight shot of Philip. There's no TV reveal of.
No, it's a two shot of them,
it's always
or a close up on.
Right. So I mean, is he moved? Is he?
Oh, I think he's moved.
Okay, but I mean, they also suggested, the Times suggested, which I thought was interesting, is he disgusted by this guy's weakness? Is he we don't, and I think that's true with Nina. We don't totally know. I think she likes the fact that Beeman is in love with her, and I don't know exactly. She's in a position that she could take an out still to the FBI.
Right. I kind of feel like this season has been about Philip and Elizabeth coming to terms with the fact that their family is important to them. Their lives, their kids are more important to them than the job. If that's what the deaths of Emmett and Leanne have kind of spurred them to. So I think he can't not be moved by this guy being like, please, let me see my son's bar mitzvah. They're going to think I'm dead, all that stuff.
It's a whittling away. I mean, I get a whittling away, and it's subtle, and I think it's not intended. There's not intended to be a moment, where you get a single moment with Philip when he's going, where he's looking sad. He still ultimately is a Russian agent. He has to do his job. But I mean, when he lies down at the end of the couch with her, I mean, there's a wariness there that they weren't showing this wariness last season.
No.
Yeah, I got it. But he's also hard now, man. He is he's. And he's less concerned about the daughter, and he's like, we'll deal with it later. It should be fine. Whatever. Yeah.
Well, I think he's trying to feel united. I mean, he's trying to, last season, I think he realized that last season his worry that he might want to defect was really causing problems. And so now that they're a tighter unit as a couple, and now that he's got this concern about his family, I think he's probably thinking, I've just got to do these jobs. I can't screw up. We might be in danger. He's just not going to
And also, even though he turns out to be right in the conversation with the Mossad agent that they would make the deal and they would trade for him, when the Mossad agent guy says, no, we're expendable, they'll happily let us die for a larger thing, I think he's taking that to heart as well.
Yeah.
And so, I think that's
all going into the...
he's probably, these are all chips at the wall
just
that he's
built. Just
like
the chips with Elizabeth. I mean, when she's going on these missions and she's having to use things like the story of her actual rape to kind of to
get the sailor.
And then finding stories about about her brother's sex life.
She let people off easy. She let the guy off in the plant easy when she should have killed him, when she just took a picture of.
But she still did it though. She still threatened the guy.
She still threatened him, but she didn't. But that said, she walked away
but the pictures of the kids are what made her turn. And so I think that the guy pleading in the back seat is Philip feels it and he processes it, but he's still ultimately, committed to the mission.
Whereas in season 1, he showed more empathy and he was weaker in a sense.
Right, she was more
And now
brutally,
I feel like those are reversed, but mostly what I feel like is that we don't know, and I think they've done a great job of having. I think your guys' confidence in what these people are feeling is like I don't share it. I don't share it.
Maybe we're
But
just leaping to conclusions. I don't know.
I don't know, but it's whatever it is. It's great, and it's a great conversation. Okay, and obviously big stuff coming.
And Stan's wife is going further down the rabbit hole of crazy 70s bullshit. I can't wait.
I am drawing an Est.
No, it's not Est. It's just a friend from Est.
Right. Soul drawing.
Est is next.
Or whatever it was.
Getting good. Thanks, guys.